What's up, peeps? It's your boy. I'm the good guy back here in the Bristol Life. That's a stream. Yep, sorry I had to put a stream for a little bit. But finally back with another Bristol Life. That's a stream. I know it's been, I think, a month since last one. Like 3 weeks. I gotta stop going down on some channel, like, for real. But these on samples, I'm gonna be taking a break from this channel because, I talk about my main channel, but I tell my school Chromebook in that I've been using to these live stream my reactions to these types of videos that's on Friday, and so that means that because I'm gonna be using my HP laptop for this, but I can't because my HP laptop about it. So in August. So yeah, hopefully that's not that much though on the stream because I did close up pretty much everything. Make sure you have one everything close out. There we go. So yeah, so this one is buying discontinued store products, which is interesting. So I'm watching the one at McDonald's stats here and signed up from McDonald's. So yeah. But yeah, another miss how some Bengal on the business videos. But again, yeah. Some like us could come back and have to take a break on Bill Samples Live Fast streams on the channel until August. I might just hop on it to do around like test talent streams, but so after this stream, the channel's gonna go we must not tip until August. So yeah. Anyways, turn something from my channel. I was supposed to have the new video as a now on the main channel, but I haven't had time to look through the video reactor playlist yet. I was supposed to get some more songs done, some more song cover stuff, but tomorrow, Monday, I'm gonna go hard on songs tomorrow, not only for the aspect, Mr. Douglas Town, but also for the album raps, Mr. Douglas Town, because yeah, I gotta get some songs on Street Files, the Street Files EP from Matt Raps, because that comes out next week, Saturday, on the 30th. Then tomorrow we're gonna cover from Muffin for 65. I see some other 65 covers too. I'm gonna be doing remake of both my Buzz Arms cover. Also on my Buzz Arms cover because my Whistle Buzz Arms cover isn't that good. But I'll be doing remake of that. I'm doing new cover of a Dead Games of on Kid Out. Was myself for Dead. I did cover that before, but no, I didn't. I still meant to do that one back when I did my Buzz Arms cover. My wait, what did I get out? Because I know I've done 2 Dead Games I covers on the image, but that's how I know which ones. I'm kind of go look back and see. But see, I think anything else. No, so tomorrow's gonna be focused on songs and get some other stuff done for the Roger channel tomorrow with Dad's Guy channel. I was gonna try doing a new episode of Let's Say Biggie tomorrow, but I was be able to because I'm be so focused on song covers. But it's gonna 100% be a new episode of Let's Say Biggie this Friday on the Dad's Guy channel. So yeah, it's gonna be off that for like Apple. So yeah. Also, my Master Go See Trophy access to be this Wednesday on my channel, and then on Saturday, also Saturday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Saturday. Y'all are gonna be getting my next My Single UK 5 reactions. So yeah. Anyway, people, I say it's all updates I have. Let's get straight into this Sambucha reaction. Ran to buying this continuous store products. So yeah.
McDonald's or the Pizza Hut lamp that used to be atop every dining table. But unfortunately, they're not going to bring them back because they've decided to go completely sterile. So instead, I'll be bringing them back by purchasing all of these crazy items in today's video to get my hands on some of these important relics of history, and in the process, probably spend thousands of dollars. Yeah. The very first discontinued store item I want to purchase is arguably the most iconic discontinued store item to ever exist, and that is the McDonald's Ronald McDonald bench. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't lie to yourself. Yes, you do, because I'm talking about this bench right here. I mean, here's a commercial, for instance, out of Japan. I mean, this is an actual Ronald McDonald mascot, but this is effectively what it looked like. So you have Ronald, him and his creepy self, just sitting on the bench with his legs crossed, looking super relaxed, just basically welcome anybody who wants to come into the McDonald's. There actually used to be a horror story around this bench. I think the Ronald McDonald, like somebody passed out on his lap on the bench, and then apparently they said that Ronald McDonald turned his head, looked down, and said, "You're going to die," or something when he said that he was tired. And then there was also this viral video in which you could see Ronald McDonald sitting on the bench, and then and getting up. And this is real footage. Now, unfortunately, though, it is a discontinued product. And the reason being is because sometime in the early 2000s, they said that they were removing most of them as part of a broader corporate shift to modernize the restaurant designs, ditching the bright child-focused aesthetic for a more muted, adult-friendly, let's be honest, boring atmosphere. So now there's only a couple of Ronald McDonald benches left in the entire United States. I think maybe 2 McDonald's currently have them. And then internationally, there's certain sightings here and there. But it's safe to say there's less than a handful of these McDonald benches left. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, Sam, there's absolutely no way you're going to fly to one of these random McDonald's locations to try to convince the general manager to sell you the Ronald McDonald bench. And you'd be right. I'm not that crazy. But let me tell you, trying to find one of these things is basically impossible. I mean, a couple of years ago, people were actually trying to get their hands on them so badly that they were tipping them over, trying to move them themselves, and it resulted in poor images like this. Sorry, Ronald. And so I gave up for a couple of days thinking I would never get the Ronald McDonald bench. However, I came across this post about a year ago. If you've got a spare $4,000 lying around and you aren't sure what to do with it, just know that a vintage McDonald's bench complete with Ronald himself is always an option. Unfortunately, somebody else bought it and it was sold. But then randomly, this listing popped up on my feed just a few days later, a life-size Ronald McDonald bench, complete with everything for the low price of $8,100. I'm not going to lie, guys, there is budget that I've allocated towards this video because I want to purchase maybe like $5,000 worth of things, but that is way too expensive. But then, lo and behold, I found a local Ronald McDonald's bench for $4,400 on eBay, and this one looks even better. This is like the quintessential Ronald McDonald. This is how I think everybody remembers it, and I'm happy to say I purchased it, and it is available for local pickup. So I have to travel all the way to Vermont to pick this thing up, and then I'll be bringing it back, and hopefully I am then the owner of a Ronald McDonald bench and I don't get scammed. Guys, I have some bad news.
You got scammed? Where's Ronald?
I drove all the way to Vermont and they only had the bench. Can you believe it? I mean, it's still kind of cool. So I did pay $6,000 to get the old McDonald's Play Place bench. I just really feel like I let you guys down. I mean, maybe I could just cosplay as Ronald and I could sit here and I could do his pose. What does he do again? I guess he sits on this side. It's just not the same. Never before have I gotten scammed on this channel like I did right there, but this is one of the saddest moments in the Sambucha channel history. Psych! I fooled you guys. So I drove all the way to Vermont, 5.5 hours. I paid $6,500, and they actually did have them. He was kind of in like a kill shelter in the shed alongside a decapitated Ronald. I saved him. I transported him in a U-Haul all the way back, and now he's officially here in the room, here to stay, officially making him actually the most expensive product that I've ever purchased, technically. So this is what the Ronald McDonald looks like up close. So I want to show you some of the features because this thing is actually crazy to now be the owner of. So we got the McDonald's logo imprinted on his leg right there, and on the back of him over here, also a cool hidden detail is that he also has the McDonald's logo. I don't know what happened to the back of his head. I don't know if this is like when he was first created, if they wanted to like lobotomize him, but he doesn't actually have an occipital portion of the brain. So he's not the smartest tool in the shed, but that's okay because he's a clown. It's actually in his favor. Other than that, I mean, he just looks like the classic Ronald McDonald. This thing used to scare kids for days, and now he's going to be scaring kids in my basement. Kids who visit my basement. Like when my cousins come over and they're kids and they visit my basement. Nonetheless, this is what we got, and I don't know where I'm going to put him, but I want to take a couple of pictures because I'm actually really excited. This is like a childhood dream to have this, so let me take a couple of cool shots. It's like meeting Santa Claus here. He's also surprisingly large, so you guys know how tall I am. I say it all the time, but how tall do you think he is? Like, this is me standing up as tall as I possibly can. He must be like at least 7 feet tall. Now, he's not in perfect condition. If you do zoom in a little bit, you'll see that he's got some scuffs on his shoe, for instance. And he does, in fact, have huge clown shoes because I actually have a pretty big foot, size 12, and this is what it looks like next to him. So again, just mogging me by about like 4 sizes or so. Yeah. So he probably wears a size 16. And just like every new expensive product that comes in, I'm gonna have to test him to see if he's sturdy or not. It doesn't seem like it based on the back of his head, but I'm gonna give him a little soft swing to the head and I'm gonna see how he reacts.
Nothing.
I think we find ourselves a new piece. Wow, he is a sturdy boy, aren't you? Aren't you? Nice sturdy boy, huh? Yeah, no, he's good. He's really good. So you're officially in the room. Let me go ahead and put him over there. I think that's a really good spot for him here. And let's fill out the rest of this room because there's a lot more discontinued store products we're going to be purchasing, especially with some from McDonald's, which he may or may not remember. Yeah. Michael's cradling Ronald.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so it looks like Ronald is all set over here in the corner. So let's go ahead and fill out this area with even more store products. So McDonald's used to have something called the McDonald Land Playland, and it was a former range of playgrounds that appeared at many McDonald's restaurants starting in 1972. I mean, just a couple. We have Officer Big Mac Climb In Jail, which is actually a pretty cool design. We had the Hamburglar Swing. We had the Captain Crook Spiral Slide, and even the Mayor McCheese Roundabouts. These were just basically playgrounds.
I was going to talk about it, but I guess y'all forgot. I'll be waiting to we will get McDonald's one day. I think I'll still be, since it's still time at McDonald's, yes, I'm going to go off McDonald's. So my brain's broken. My brain just died. What just happened there? I say I could buy more than one discontinued product from McDonald's. My brain just shut down for a minute. I say that still be time we'll get McDonald's time in the summer, but yeah, so McDonald's best restaurant ever. Jeez. Anyways, ugh.
That kids would go on outside of the McDonald's, or in some cases inside. So here's what things look like. There's the McBurglar Jail, had a merry-go-round. Some of the characters, looks like Grimace Jail. I forget that guy's name. There's Ronald himself in the flesh. And then that really cool, creepy cheeseburger head thingy. Because the most uncanny thing is this guy right here. On the carousel, the actual cheeseburger with the bug eyes. And apparently going into this playground was like a rite of passage to be a McDonald's fan back then in like the 1980s, 1990s. So definitely an interesting era for McDonald's. But unfortunately, McDonald's phased out McDonald Land in 2003 because they shifted their marketing focus towards adult with the I'm Lovin' It campaign and away from targeting children amid growing concerns over childhood obesity. So I guess going on a hamburger carousel wasn't good for kids' self-esteem. But it is interesting because they are bringing back McDonald Land in the form of the meal. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they have their blue shape. They have all the characters kind of coming in different ways throughout the toys and things like that. But I wanted to take it a bit further because I didn't want to just try the McDonald Land meal and that be the discontinued store item I purchase. And so instead I found the vintage McDonald's 1980s cheeseburger ride in the flesh right here. Looks like it's in great condition and is for the low price of $1,200. I am so excited to get this thing. I wonder if it actually works. Like if I could sit on it and like rocks back and forth a little bit, but it looks to be in great shape. Okay guys, I think this is it. The shipment has finally arrived. And now this is for the McDonald Land hamburger carousel ride. Super excited to see what this looks like. This thing is like 45 years old. I was able to get my hands on it. And there's 2 boxes too. So I'm excited. Maybe I got a little bonus ride as well. Let's do the unboxing here. Trader Joe's bags. Oh, nope.
What?
Look at that. There it is. There's that face. Let me reach in here. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. And here it is. Now, honestly, this is a lot smaller than expected. I thought this was going to be like triple the size, but I guess it is for kids. It was part of a kids playground McDonald Land. Let me show you what he looks like. He's very cute. Does look exactly like the video, so I did not get catfished, or in this case, burger fished. Really cool design on the bottom. A little bit creepy, but not as creepy as our guy right there. So they haven't interacted in 40 years. Like this is a pairing that used to exist in front of all the McDonald's playgrounds. And this is the first time they're touching in 40 years. Let's see the reaction. So I'm guessing this is going to be the
scary for me. That was scary for me. That was scary for me. Why did Sam use AI? That was scary for me. I thought that's what's gonna happen. I thought he was gonna make something happen. Why did Sam use AI? That just scared me, bro. Oh, that's touching that. Oh, that's use AI. That's hold on a minute. That's gonna give me nightmares. Sam, what are you doing? I'm sorry.
So I'm guessing this is going.
What happened to it? Hold on.
So I'm guessing this is going to be the stand. Let me just King Arthur this real quick. Oh, give me a hand, Ronald. You're just sitting there. All these peanuts are going to fall out.
What?
Okay, all right, this is the stand. I have the screws here, so I'm going to put Mr. Burger on this stand, and then I'm going to give him a ride, literally. Okay, so it is officially on its stand now, which means that I'm good to go on this. So this is going to channel like a bunch of 60-year-olds. If you're watching, you're probably getting a ton of nostalgia here because the last person to go on this was probably somewhere between the ages of 50 and 60. Now there's going to be somebody in their 20s that is going to top this McDonald's burger. That was gonna be more exciting. I also feel like I'm definitely at the weight limit on this. I should have checked what the weight limit is, but this thing is definitely gonna break if I ride this more than like 5 minutes. This thing is like so unstable. A 50-year-old McDonaldland ride that is not meant for somebody that's nearly 200 pounds. Woo! I'm having so much fun at McDonaldland. I wonder what else I can get from McDonaldland. Well, you're in luck because there's a lot more. All right, this is actually pretty fun. The next discontinued store item I want to purchase is pretty specific, but you may or may not remember it. And it was in 2004, this 9-foot-tall SpongeBob inflatable that was added on the top of 4,700 Burger King restaurants as part of a promotion for, I think, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. It was literally just a SpongeBob sitting atop the Burger King just like this. And he was just excitedly standing there, just welcoming people as they come in. And we're talking 22 years ago this thing existed. Now, unfortunately, the SpongeBob craze didn't last too long because people were literally stealing these SpongeBobs like crazy. So much so that there was actual news articles coming out about who's stealing SpongeBob. Authorities are baffled. SpongeBob kidnapped, Plankton suspected. I mean, we have firefighters who recovered stolen SpongeBobs. Like, these were 9 feet tall. These were like not small things to steal. I mean, look at that. And lucky me, I looked all over the internet and I finally found one on eBay for $600 with shipping $1,000, and I purchased it. So I'm very excited to dive into this. I want to blow this up and I want to see if it even fits in here. I think the ceilings are 9 foot, so this might be crazy. Okay, guys, so it's been about 3 weeks, and finally, this 9-foot SpongeBob inflatable that used to be part of the Burger King promotion is finally here. It's in this box right here, so what I'm going to do is open it up, blow it up, see if it even fits in the room. It's probably going to sit alongside the gorilla, and we're going to see if he's bigger than the gorilla, because this thing is apparently huge. I'm really excited about this one. Oh, yeah, there he is in the flesh. SpongeBob boxed up in the box. It's actually really dirty. That's how you know this thing is 23 years old. So I guess it's just nice and simple. I'll take him out, blow him up. Oh, let's see how big he gets. I see his legs right here. So he used to sit on top of the Burger King, and his legs would dangle down. So let's just get him going, because he is a big guy, and he's probably going to require about maybe 5 minutes worth of blowing. Okay, guys, we found a leak here, so we're gonna cover that up, make sure that the air doesn't escape. But this thing is so big that it's like a sectional blow up. So there's 3 different areas that you have to blow up. Okay, guys, so he's officially blown up. You are actually unable to see him fully in frame because of how big he is. I'm going to try to stand him up, but just know it's impossible because he's taller than the ceiling. And also, I can't figure out how to blow up his arms, so this should be interesting. All right, here we go. SpongeBob. I don't think this is possible. As I was saying, SpongeBob. Wow, how big are stores that he looks kind of tiny in the pictures, and then you bring him here, and look how big this guy is. This is me laying down. Oh my gosh, that's scary. So like I mentioned, I mean, the legs can't be blown up, but they're supposed to be dangling. So he's supposed to be sitting on a roof like this. He's got his nose right here, which I don't know if that's canon. And then he has some of his loose hands. So I can't figure out how to blow him up all the way. Plus, I just literally don't have room for him. He is so massive, clearly the largest thing I've ever purchased. But if somebody does want this, let me know. Send me a DM on it. Instagram, give me a follow, and maybe we'll work something out because he's already annoying me. He's also has some creases in certain areas that is leaking air, as you guys can hear. So I'm not sure how long he'll last. He's definitely on his last legs, no pun intended, but he's 21, 22 years old. Give him a little break. All right, I guess I'm glad that I have him now, so that's cool. That's cool. And while this may be the biggest product in this video, it is not going to be the best because that still remains to be seen. So let me go ahead and get rid of him right now, and then we'll move on to the next segment. I'm going to show you 2 pictures and you tell me the difference. Here's picture 1 and here's picture 2. What you'll notice is that picture 2 has no soul because that is the new interior of Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut used to have this really cool retro look, and they had their iconic Tiffany bezeled glass lamp thingies on top, which actually made Pizza Hut's Pizza Hut. If you look up any Pizza Hut from the 90s and 2000s, they would have these crazy lamps on top, and they were just an absolute staple of their brand. But now, unfortunately, you can't find them anywhere. I've looked far and wide. They don't exist at the stores, but luckily there's some people on eBay who are willing to sell it for $280. These original vintage Pizza Hut lamps, full-size 18-inch Tiffany-style light with chain. I think they work and everything. So I am so excited to get this. I don't even like Pizza Hut, but you can't deny that the lamp is so iconic. So I'm going to wait for this thing to come in, and then I want to see if it actually works for 1, and then 2, I guess we'll hang it up, and we'll see where we can put it. I can't believe I'm in possession of this, but I officially have now the Pizza Hut lamp. So the Tiffany crystal lamp that you used to see hanging up in all those classic Pizza Hut restaurants is now in my possession, and they even give me the ability ability to mount it. So they straight up have given me, I guess this is the chain that you put right atop it, and then this is gonna be the power source. So I actually wanna figure out how I could hang this up and then actually have this, I don't know, dangling somewhere. Maybe I could also use it as a hat. It's very versatile. Very stylish, as you can see, but I have a good place that I think we can hang it. So let me put this up and let's relive some 1990s Pizza Hut. All right, guys, we are currently setting it up. Michael figured out a good configuration for this guy. We're gonna see this dangling, and I'm excited. All right, guys, so the Pizza Hut lamp has finally been hung. This is what it looks like. It's honestly super cool to see in the flesh. I'm glad I have this in my basement now. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put some bulbs in it, but in the meantime, I want to show you what this thing looks like. So as you can see, I mean, it says Hut right now. I used to give like a spin at the restaurant because they were hanging overhead, so you can kind of like have some fun with them. I think it should be able to support this, so let's give it a pizza.
Oh my goodness. What?
Please don't be broken. Please don't be broken.
What?
I paid $300 for this. Look at this. All right.
Yeah, I
as you can see, our Pizza Hut lamp is now broken. I wish I could say I planned that. Like, it wasn't even meant to happen. This is so disappointing. Looks like we have some broken glass up top there, some of the shards, and then on the bottom here. Oh no. Gonna need a potato to clean some of this up. Am I right? Even if you look overhead, this thing is now officially dented. It's no longer a circle. This whole side right here is just completely messed up. So this is what it was supposed to look like. I mean, you'll see it now. There's really nothing we can do now, but this just ruined my day, so let's move to the next one. When I say Taco Bell, what do you think of? Chances are you think of the iconic sound effect of the bell that the Taco Bell bell makes. Well, did you know that a Taco Bell bell actually used to exist?
Oh,
it used to be an item in the restaurant similar to Long John Silver that you would ring when you exit the restaurant if you enjoy the food. I think people were stealing the bells, and the bells just didn't provide much value, so they did away with them, but I ended up finding one. I found one of the original rare Taco Bell ringer handbells here on eBay for $200, and I purchased it. And also, as a fun fact, there's only 7 Taco Bells left that still have the Taco Bell bell on their actual storefront. These are the list of the 7. Going on Google Street View, this is one in Santa Barbara, California that still has the original bell. All right, let's ring this Taco Bell bell. I am very excited about this one. I love Taco Bell. They are S tier. In this box right here, we have Taco Bell history. Now, I've never seen a Taco Bell bell in person, so I'm very excited about this one because I love Taco Bell. Now, remember, they used to ring this when they were satisfied with the foods. They would leave, and then just kind of like Long John Silver's, they would ring the bell, demonstrating their satisfaction. The original Taco Bell bell is now in my possession. So here's what it looks like up close. It has some text on it that says bell ringer, and then it has the Taco Bell logo on it. Now, something interesting, I don't know what the old Taco Bell logo used to look like, but this seems to be the modern Taco Bell logo. So I'm not sure when this bell was commissioned, but it must have been over the past, say, like 15, 20 years. So this isn't too much of a relic. I think this is probably like an early 2000s if I had to guess. All right, here goes nothing. I'm going to give this thing a ring. Let's see if it sounds like the Taco Bell sound effect. Oh, well, there's something currently underneath it. So 1 second. Oh, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's like a gong, such a rich sound. You like just really feel all the Mexican history when I ring this right here. Let me give this one more go so you guys can hear it with your own ears. It's like church bells. Stop. All right, this is great. I am so happy with this. This is actually an unbelievable purchase. And for the decent price of $200 to get your hands on one of maybe...
I thought you guys saw it because, wait, I believe it's a sponsor segment video. Did they cut it out? Hold up. Yeah, this is a sponsor segment video, and it's 6 minutes. I've got, did he cut the sponsor segment out? Wait, what's the, he usually video. Did he cut it out? But why is it still in the description? Hold up. Because he knows the sponsor segment is related to some videos. So pause, I'll like it a little bit. I don't want to. But now that sponsor segment is related to the video. So maybe cut the sponsor segment out. Or maybe forgot to record the sponsor segment. The sponsor segment part. Let me see. Is it? I don't want to spoil myself or anything, but I think he must have forgot to record the sponsor segment because that's 1 minute in, and that's like 1 minute to film it. So he must have forgot to record the sponsor segment, but he Missing the sponsor in the description, but I must have forgot to record the sponsor part, which is interesting. Well, that's a scam link, but I don't think it is.
Kids go into, and actually some of the McDonald's play places that exist today used to have ball pits too, up until 2020 when they said goodbye to the ball pits and there was no more ball pits at McDonald's because of public health reasons and consumer behaviors. But that doesn't stop people from selling some of the balls in the ball pit. In fact, on eBay, I found 5 vintage 1980s McDonald Land ball pit balls. It looks like 4 reds and 1 yellow. I figure that's a steal. I mean, this is a part of history and somebody's willing to give me 5 of them. I think they say like McDonald's on them and they're just gonna have like all the bacteria of kids from the 80s. We're now probably like 60 years old. I don't know. I think it's worth it. So I went ahead and purchased them. They're just $10, nothing crazy. So let's see what these look like. Let's see if I get some sort of like crazy disease from back then. I'm excited for these to come and show you guys what they look like. All right. So the balls from the McDonald's Land, the play is from the 80s, but let's go ahead and do it. All right. So if you look at the fine details, because that's why we purchased these collector items, it has the McDonald's logo on it. And other than that, I mean, they're just normal ball pit balls. And I did get the McDonald's colors, so I have red and yellow. The yellow one is literally the same exact thing. I actually have a total of 5. Not enough for a full-on ball pit, but we'll try to make do. So ball pit balls are known to break your fall. They're something comfy for a kid to jump into so they don't get hurt. So that should do the same thing for me here. We're going to create a little mini ball pit.
No, you're not. No, stop. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, can you just give up?
Okay, new plan. I'm going to leave them in the box, and that's where our ball pit is going to be. All right, so we have a little party now. We got Ronald McDonald, we got the burger from McDonald Land, and then we have the play pit right here. All right, here we go. Dive back to the 80s. This isn't as comfortable as I thought. Okay. That was a waste of $15.
I mean,
maybe they're like orbs where if I throw them at old McDonald's characters, something happens.
No. Oh my goodness. Okay, this has never happened before on the Business Field, but I think he's forgot to record the sponsor segment. What? That's a scam link. It's good, but no way. Oh, but don't think that did happen. Okay, this game will save since I know he forgot to record his sponsor segment because the sponsor segment is in this late field. I know I didn't skip it because I haven't skipped part of the field yet. Was that beginning? I don't know. Because maybe I did skip it, but I just forgot. No. I don't know. If guys because my segment or that's a scam link description, which means that the channel probably got hacked. But I don't know if it's channel got. I don't know, but in the case, I'm not kid that link in description because I think that might be a scam. I mean, he does want to send me like 4 minutes, but I don't think that's gonna happen because he never does the sponsor segment just late in the video. He usually does sponsor segment like 10 or 11 minutes in the video, I think. So either we got to record the sponsor segment or maybe come here in a few minutes or it's a scam link. I have no idea.
Late night menu, they would use a character named Mac Tonight. You may be familiar with Mac Tonight from this commercial right here. He was shaped like a crescent moon and he was a bit creepy. I mean, it looks like every single McDonald's mascot, ranging from him to Grimace to Ronald McDonald's, is just creepy. But he was particularly weird because he had like this moon crescent shaped head that he just wore on top, and he would just promote some of the items, and they're all centered around late night at McDonald's as they were going towards the 24-hour model. It was like a fever dream, and the most iconic thing about Mac Tonight was his foam head. And I don't know how this happened, but somebody apparently beheaded him, and now they are selling the 1988 vintage McDonald's Mac Tonight foam head of the Moon Man himself. So I bought it for $120 to get that guy you just saw on screen decapitated and the entire foam head. That feels like a steal, so let's see what this looks like. Okay guys, I feel scammed because in here is supposed to be the Mac Tonight foam head, so unless he was like this tiny, I don't know how his head is supposed to fit in this box right here, but nonetheless, let's open it up.
Did he get scammed?
I have to look up his dimensions because there's no way his head is this tiny. I mean, it looks exactly like it, and on the back, he's kind of like in Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone, the back of the head also has a head, and it kind of looks like a scrub daddy. So I'm going to put my fingers in there. Maybe I could puppeteer him.
No.
All right, let me look up his actual dimensions because this is a travesty. This thing was over $100, and this is what I got. Mac Tonight McDonald's size. So Mac Tonight is portrayed by the 6'3" actor Doug Jones, and the head should be over 10 pounds, they say. Well, this is not Mac Tonight. This is like Mac Tomorrow. This thing is just super bootleg. It is made of foam. I guess it looks kind of cool, but it's purely a replica. This is not the mask that I thought it was going to be. So I'm glad they did away with this because I think Ronald is a much better mascot. Now, sometime in the 1980s, McDonald's had a
okay. That's probably that sponsor that's in the description. It's definitely a scam link because he hasn't done a sponsor segment yet. You see, I don't hold on. I'm gonna start changing my skin for me, but so it's like I can always scale my finger, not talking to freaking virus on it. But I maybe they forgot to record a sponsor segment. Maybe they forgot to put a sponsor segment in the video. They even put in the description too. What? He even puts the freaking sponsor segment in the description. Is somebody gonna mention how he forgot to put a sponsor segment? No, it's. Tell me how. Forgot to put a sponsor segment. Ooh. Hold on. I know I'm missing it, and I got the price of where he put the sponsor link. Hold on. Okay, let's get to the video, and there's not a sponsor segment. This is a chef's getting on my face. Oh, this target hacked? Oh, wait, no, it's not got hacked, though. I put this legit link, but he just forgot to record the sponsor segment, which he usually doesn't forget to do. You know, I'm not going to click on it, just in case it is a scam link. It means his channel, because always, like, if it is a scam, the only way somebody would be able to put out a description and then a comment, see if somebody hacked his channel, is hope. That didn't happen. But he did not forget to record the sponsor segments. And that description is like the same. Just in case he didn't, like, maybe it wasn't supposed to be a sponsor in this video, don't click on the link because his time I had it, so it's probably a scam link. The link looks legit. But I'm not trusting it because I don't want to get a freaking virus from my freaking laptop. It's a tease.
In the styrofoam container that had the meat, vegetables, and sauce on one side and then the bun on the other. I mean, it looks pretty standard. You may have actually seen this before. I mean, styrofoam is not the craziest thing to serve food in. We've seen this all the time. But this styrofoam in particular was actually discontinued fairly immediately because it turns out that the packaging was incredibly bad for the environment. So that's what things used to look like inside of the McDLT. And apparently, according to this website, this is actually seen in the Smithsonian Museum. So this is like part of American history. So if aliens were to come down and they're like, show us some artifacts, we would show them the McDLT styrofoam container. But they couldn't do away with it completely because on eBay, somebody was actually selling a used McDLT styrofoam food container for $16. And so I purchased it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm excited to show it to you guys. Plug your noses because this is going to emit some sort of like crazy environmental gas because this is why they shut it down. But I have the McDLT styrofoam container right here in front of me. Let's take it out. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. We have a little bit of a message, so I'm going to read it out. Hello, Sam. Triple smiley face. Thank you so very much for taking this McDonald's McDLT lid home. I'm so happy it has you and will be enjoyed. Best always, Whitney. Thank you, Whitney. So now this is a true collector giving me a note, wrapping it in this nice blue ribbon. Let's be careful with this. And be careful. Here it is in the flesh. Now, this thing is in the Smithsonian, as I've mentioned before. So literal museums have this thing in it. And now the Sambucha basement will also have this item. The McDLT, so here we have it. So the lettuce and tomatoes stay on this side to stay cool. And then the quarter-pound beef patty stays on that side to stay hot. I feel like this was ahead of its time because if it didn't feature forever chemicals in it, I mean, this thing would be leading the industry right now. I don't want to break it. I don't think it actually bends. So that's kind of weird. Oh, that's the whole... So the whole purpose of it is to keep them separate. So there's never a world in which you'd want to combine them together. So I guess there was also something on top. So it would kind of come to you served like this.
Oh my goodness.
Don't say anything. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Stop.
All right, guys, that's it for me.
Yeah,
Let me know which one of
no
these products was your
sponsor.
favorite. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, be sure to click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
No sponsor. Guys, nobody missing it in the freaking comment section either. Nobody missing how he forgot to put the freaking sponsor segment. Because I'm looking at this replies from a game and put the sponsor segment comments, but nobody saying anything. I forgot to put the sponsor segment. What? Did he? I'm feeling that he cut the sponsor segment out. Because nobody missing it. So maybe when the Fear Wizard came out on 3 days ago on 24th, how does sponsor segment we had to cut the sponsor segment out? Either that if I put it in the video, I kind of have to be able to this video. Or just a straight scam. You know what? I wasn't gonna do this with you, but I want to make sure that this is legit. And that person feels on getting scammed. Okay, it takes you to the actual website. So it isn't a scam. I haven't did the free files on my laptop. I'd be actually upset if I did. But first I just forgot to record the sponsor segment. I know that by stuff a lot, but it was pretty because he usually does good to record the sponsor segment on some videos. So that's really weird. I really hope it is again put a virus on my laptop, but it's legit. It takes you to the actual website, the Odoo website. So I don't think it is a scam link. It looks legit. So I just think if either he cut his sponsor segment out for some reason, or he just got to record the sponsor segment part means podcast to re-upload this video. But what's weird is that nobody in the comments is missing in it. So it made me think sometimes that maybe when the video Wizard came out, again on 24th, he had a sponsor segment in it, but he just cut it out for some weird reason. But I cannot miss any comments, which will bring me out even more. Because that's like at least some natural thing for him to, forget, but nobody's missing in it. Maybe the content obviously goes him missing in. What? Okay, I'm having I'm at Bell Effect right now. Like a parallel universe. And a different universe to the spot segment doesn't exist. What? I have no freaking clue. Anyway, sorry about that for a while. Sorry, that just ran me out. Say the freaking Mama Down AI part of me that video. That give me literal nightmares. Jeez. But that was a good video. And again, I know how the most of the butt actually part of the video from McDonald's. The two restaurants had if you want Taco Bell and Pizza Hut, and that was it. Must have been from McDonald's. But guys, that was the video. Yeah, hope this podcast is good. They could be other shows are good by this Guitar products from. Like I think I don't know, because I know what stores have on this Guitar products, but yeah. The Google Meet so good. Have a text to see if I'm live. I should have done that. I'm gonna go check quickly. I'm live. Good. But with me on that's what I'm saying. I feel like I have no idea. Anyways, peeps, that's gonna be out today's stream. Again, it's gonna be last Subway's Life. If you didn't like it, I'm gonna continue with doing Subway's Live stream sometime because it didn't like that much today. So I think there's been live streams. I was thinking it didn't like that much. So yeah. Anyways, my last episode, y'all say subscribe. For both them and Raps Town, the Amass Smith Douglas Town, and the Amass Smith Douglas Town. So yeah, because I need to get let me see. Y'all should get the next Smithfield Recipe put up. Hopefully it's not on the main channel. If not, let's try it by tomorrow. 100%. I'll just have to go back and Smithfield Recipe playlist. On main channel. See if the rest two are both No Shame and Wildflower Smithfield from from 5 seconds of summer. So yeah, and apparently it's a new series song came out there from Mind Garrick, so got the rest of that much first time. So I do that video on Tuesday. So yeah. I also gotta do my recipe play deluxe album too on the Mr. Field channel. So yeah. Anyways, I just feel that booster. Maybe I'll they put this bonus time in, but whatever. I can hopefully I just didn't get flowers on my laptop for clicking on that link. So yeah. Anyways, y'all. Rest of the night, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Until then, this is